Here's 1760, good luck. So we get white for this one, so knight f3 as per usual. Opponent 2700 games are rapid. And it's challenge for the center. We'll probably just match this setup as well. No need to play too quickly. You've got 10 minutes on the clock. That's castle. Key challenges for the center. So we can do c4, do e3. We can get the bishop up. Doesn't matter what we want to do. I'm actually going to play rook across first, just preparing the center push for a few moves time. Now here, you might be able to actually take and prepare this, but I don't think it would be that brilliant. I'll risk it. I'll play c4 with a view to bringing the knight behind. You could maybe go here. We'll push forward and try and target the pawn back eventually, somehow. Okay, he plays bishop down. Now that becomes a target potentially. Knight across. Now you could spend a move here. We can develop. I like the look of that actually. What's wrong with that? Let's just play a knight up and hit the bishop. He might want us to take and open the file up. Then he's got a target. He might want to do that, but mixes the game up if he does. Otherwise, he could just move the bishop. And then we'll just maybe develop the knight, and then he might kick this one back. But worry about that if and when it happens. But that's what he'll be debating now. Whether he wants to do this and aim for this structure, putting a lot of pressure on it, could be good. We might have to spend a move putting the rook back. We might end up having to play f3. So it's risk and reward. Okay, he has indeed moved the bishop, so I can either take here now or I can develop the knight. They're the two main moves that stand out. So what if I just take? Pawn takes is natural, isn't it? Then knight up. My knight's protected if he takes immediately. If I develop, there is a risk he does this. A4. But there's always a risk we won't get the pawn back. But if I go this way, does it go a little bit too symmetrical? It just feels like it's what I should do, but yeah, I'll do it. I'll take... I can retreat this knight if I need to. I can still develop this knight. Eventually we'll get the bishop into the game somehow, somewhere. And so you can take the knight or we can take with the pawn. He goes with the knight. So has he just blundered allowing e4? Is that an actual blunder there? We can play e4 and attack two pieces. So what's his reply? He doesn't have bishop down. Knight comes to attack the queen. Either way we can take it. So e4. He might have to counter by attacking our knight. So say we take. He takes our knight. We take and he takes back. And he's got a messed up structure, right? It looks like a thing, doesn't it? It looks like a move. So I'm going to risk it and play it. But yeah, he's seen that. So we can obviously take both ways. So does it matter? I assume I want to take the bishop. He takes, I take, he takes, and it's a mess. But it should be a decent mess for us, shouldn't it? But we could take this way. So take, he takes, we take, he takes, he's fine. No, it's got to be the bishop. So we take a pawn. We also attack this pawn. We're threatening to take here if he ignores it. He does take, so it does give him a target, but a pawn is still a pawn, or I can ignore it and develop, but I think I should take the pawn. I don't see any other tricks. There might be there, but I don't see them. So I think I should take and maybe bishop back or knight up. I mean, he's got to move like c5, but we could maybe try and pin the knight. Or just take the knight. Oh, he's gone for the bishop trade. Okay, well, if we do that, it connects his pawns up, but that could still be good for us. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're a pawn up. And we've gained a piece, haven't we? We've got two bishops. No, two bishops and a knight against a bishop and two knights. That's right, because he got ours. So we're just a pawn up. So this and this might not be too bad for him. Here. Or I can ignore it and maybe go here. And if he takes, we can take back. So queen up could actually be a good move here. Or queen here. Does it matter? Everything's getting a bit loose if I go like this. I mean, I could play here as well and kick his rook. Yeah, we can do that. I'm not sure, not sure. Queen up is a nice move, just simply threatening the pawn. I guess he can defend it or even step up. What about here to attack his rook first? I'm going to do that and just attack the rook. I'm burning a lot of time now. I need to get my knight into play and charge this knight. But yeah, we're just a pawn apart, aren't we? We gained a piece, lost a piece, and gained a pawn. So it's just a pawn right now, but he's got a broken structure. Now, straight away, that suggests bishop in to come here. Now, what does he do? I mean, I've still got queen up here to attack the pawn. That looks like a nice move. And I've got knight up, which looks nice. Yeah, I'm going to go knight up first. I've burnt a lot of time, so I need to play some quicker moves. So now this is more solid. If I move the queen now, the rooks are now connected. And I can play the queen here, attack the pawn. He could come across and attack and kick us back, which is fine. We can drop back. But we've also got the potential bishop here or queen here to pin the rook. So bishop here would be better if we can do it. So bishop here threatens this. So say he comes across, we can check anywhere. I guess he just sidesteps and he's fine. So what about queen here? He can't push his pawn, he has to guard. Then we've got to move like bishop back. It should be good. We've connected our rooks now, but rook across might walk into a move like bishop down, or even queen might walk into the same idea. I guess he just goes here, doesn't he? So I want to try and target this, so I'm going to go here, threatening to hit the bishop. Although have I just blundered along this? Well, I can go here with a check anyway, and I can drop the bishop back. Well, actually, no, he can't move the rook, can he? Because he's in a pin. We've created the pin. So we could go here. If we take, and you take with his king. So here, king takes. Bishop up, he's fine. So what about, say, rook across then? Yeah, I'm 2 minutes down on the clock. So I'm definitely better, but it could end up crumbling. It could do. So what if I play bishop in now? Knight takes, queen takes. Or do I take here, or do I drop back? I don't think this bishop is doing all that much for me. But he has to take with the king. Then here he can run. I don't see quite how I break through. What about a pawn push or a pawn push? I'm not quite getting this, am I? So what if I take... No, I don't like that, so back. I'm going to come back and try and charge this bishop. I might even allow this pawn structure. I've just burnt way too much time here. Way too much time. So if he's a good player, which, you know, from his rating he should be, I could be in trouble on the clock this game. Well, I am in trouble on the clock, aren't I? I might play bishop back and target this, depends what he does, or try and just chuck these up the board. So he's gone back, so now we have a target here. I don't have queen in, but I do still have bishop in. Takes, takes. Oh, I've got bishop here. I'm going to go with this one. I might actually go for this. Get his bishop off the board. I think it's probably better to get rid of the bishop than the knight. And if he takes, we can take back a few different ways, as long as we don't blunder some tactics here. Maybe even queen to c4 is putting a little bit of pressure on the pawn, actually, yeah. But he's got 2.5 minutes to figure things out. So he's played up to break this, but here now, knight takes, he's got rook takes, right, we don't like that. Yeah, I've still got queen c4, he can't play rook across, or queen anywhere to guard, can he? Actually, what's wrong with that then? Let's bring the queen and attack the pawns. It's not that easy to defend it. Maybe he can go here, and then he's got an isolated pawn, but that would give us a backward pawn as well. Yeah, it might have been a bit hasty there. Queen down takes, pawn takes. Might have been a bit hasty there, mightn't I? I think I have been, actually, so I don't want to trade there. So I'm going to drop back. Maybe bishop back. Put pressure on. Yeah, I've given myself too much time on the clock to try and make up this one, I think. But let's just see. Maybe the rook across. Maybe just march the pawns. Oh, he's gone for a trade. I can get the queen off then. Let's get the queen off and trust I can outplay him in an endgame. Whether I can is another matter. I'm going to have to trust I can outplay him in the endgame. If I can't, I can't. I mean, he's got a nice move potentially coming now, but if I go here to attack, it then releases the rook. I can't go there because of the knight. I mean, I can go with the bishop, but... what else? Chuck the pawn up. Go here. Maybe f4. But the problem is it's easier for me to play now, low on time, but it's easier for my opponent to play as well. Ooh. I don't know if I like that move. I don't have that right now. He's guarded. Let's just chuck this pawn and try and break up this structure. We are a pawn up still, 6 against 5, so we've still got that extra pawn if we can use it. Okay, so he's given us a potential target here, but I'm just going to ignore that for now. He's got knight across now, but if he moves the knight, we can take the pawn. There's 2 attack it and 2 defend it. Here, probably f4, I guess, and then we can always retreat the rook if we need to. But I'm just trying to break all this structure up and see if we can maybe win another pawn. Oh, he's played that, but can't I just take now? That must be good for us. And if he trades, we attack 2 pieces so we can trade the bishop and then grab the pawn. I think that should be winning for us. If he trades everything, I don't think he can afford to. Oh, he has. But now we can just take and collect. Right, that's got to be winning for us. There's no back rank issue for me. I'm threatening just to take and win a second pawn, put pressure on, and it should all be good. So them trades have definitely benefited us. So we've got 5 against 2 pawns now out of nowhere. Oh, excuse me. Okay, any reason not to take that? I can't really protect the pawn anyway, so I might as well just take it. And... oh, I don't like that move. I think he had to come behind and try and go for this one. So we're threatening just to go here. Maybe eventually he's going to win all this, but we should have too much now. We should do. So I can go here and here. Actually, no, that's not quite so easy. Let's work this side. We want him to take here in principle, and then we'll just work on this side. So let's just push forward. We'd like him to take because it's definitely winning for us. Oh, and he has. Yeah, no, he can't stop all this now. Too many pawns and they're too far apart, so there's nothing much he can do here. He's outside of the box to stop this pawn. Just jump in the centre and get another queen. That's probably the easiest way to do it. There's nothing wrong with him playing on just in case we stalemate. It does happen. Stalemates do happen. That's why you play on just in case. But if you do a nice simple ladder mate, there's a little bit less risk of going wrong and we get a nice checkmate. But it was them trades at the end that really did it. But let's just see what it was in engine speak just in case there's something else to learn. So we have 53 moves, so they're the move times for both players there. But yeah, I was going quite slow in the opening phase, wasn't I? Quite slow there. Bit concerned about the clock. But where were we actually gaining the advantage from? Oh, it's been quite a lot of the game here. Right from move 8-9, move 9, and then we're better, and we've managed to convert it very well. 96 and 89 on the XCC. Not many mistakes from either of us. So we've both been finding lots of good moves for the given position. Right, so this is the first blunder with knight takes, and it allows us to play this e4 move, so it was good. So we gained a valuable pawn there. Then we're both finding lots and lots of good moves here. So nothing being flagged. So all good from both of us. So I'm just quickly flicking through. So you see, until we find the moves where there's slight issues. So here I should have just doubled the rooks up. Put pressure on and keep him bogged down. Like, it's not easy to break out, is it? I mean, this move wouldn't be on if we went here. Could he get away with this? Maybe he has to play a move like that, but it's not easy, but that's what we should have played. Rook across, he plays a5, and then we just shuffle the rook up 1. Slow and steady does it. That's what we should have done. But then with this knight move, it allows us to win another vital pawn, and then another vital pawn, and then suddenly we find ourselves 3 pawns up. But yeah, I thought he had to try and bring his rook behind. Maybe it was just all completely lost, but in this position he cannot afford to trade. He's got to keep his rook on the board, and if as soon as he trades we just march down. So you've got to keep your king on the board. As you can see here, king to c5 was best. We can just drop the rook back. King moves across there. Bring our king forward, then he takes. Then we bring the king up. We don't even worry about another pawn. The king goes back. We go forward. He goes back. We check. He goes back again. And then we just march forward. We just completely ignore this side. And eventually we're going to win this and break through. That's the right engine line at least. But as soon as he trades, I knew it was completely winning. There's nothing the king can do to stop pawns when they're this far apart like this. So we just make another queen, centralize it, and then just basically focus on not blundering a stalemate. But if you ever give a check, it's never a stalemate. And we end with a nice checkmate. So it is what it is, but very good.